Hey guys, welcome back to another Sketchbook tour. I'm using my fancy new camera that I barely know how to use, yay. So the setup's a little bit weird. Here's my sketchbook, it's falling apart. I'm also a bit sick, so that's why I sound different. Most of these stickers are mine, except for that one, which is by thatmightyheart. And I'll link them in the description and I'll put them a little bit up on here. That's from Forever 21. And there's a random Hello Kitty sticker somewhere. Maybe it fell off. Yes, I made everything else. Yes, including this one. It's a meme that I was goofing around, messing around with my paper cutter. This sketchbook was handmade, and yeah, it shows by the fact that it's fallen apart. Yay! I used Canson the Wall paper, and that's how I can use markers without it coming on to the other side. Canson the Wall paper is like so much better than render. Go use that instead. I mean, go use Canson the Wall instead of render, because render sucks. Anyway, I started this on the 26th of June. Don't know when I ended it. Probably before October. And the setup is a little bit weird. Sozzles. So, this page is a little bit weird. All the pages are weird. This is a Cowboy Lolita, because why not? This was my old D&D character. And Cowboy Pikachu. I think I had a thing for cowboys. To be fair, they are pretty fun to draw, so. And I was having trouble drawing this panel from, I think, my 8th episode. Yeah, I know, time flies. So, that's the, I did a mini version of the panel and I did studies of people looking down. This is a Mob Psycho 100 AU scenario thingy. I reread The Hobbit, and I was like, you know what, Gandalf would be absolutely sick AF at smoke bubbles. So I made him do like cool smoke tricks. Meanwhile, Bilbo is like, hey look Gandalf, I can do this. And Gandalf's like, I'm gonna one-up you. And here's some Gajinka. I drew two of my OCs with my right hand. I am usually left-handed, so not like I'm flexing using my dominant hand. I don't know where that joke was going. It was going somewhere, the wrong direction. I made a Pepsi magical girl, despite the fact I do not give a toss with Pepsi. Because I thought it would be fun. A lot of the things I draw is because I thought they would be fun. And weird SpongeBob. And I was like, you know what, I mainly draw people within like the 16 to 30 age group. So I was like, I'm gonna draw people out of that age group. So I drew old people. Is that the right phrase? Senior citizens. I sound really patronizing, but I drew them and got back into Ace Attorney for like the 17th time. And of course I drew Phoenix and Maya. And here are some sketches of the magical girl, because here she has been chaotic and stuff. And I was bringing back my beloved favourite rat, Archimedes, back, because he was in the old version of my comic. Then I scrapped him, sadly, but I brought him back, so it's fine, he's back. But at the time, he wasn't like a rat, he was like a mixture of different rodents. So I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. But I was like, you know what? He's just gonna be a simple rat. Because why not? And I drew myself in an outfit I wore, because I like this outfit. And I drew my characters for my comic Paged Away. Go read it if you want to. It's fun. And I thought, hey, what if there was an orb and they all had to look after it? What would happen? So Archimedes, he'd sniff the orb, then he'd lay on top of it. So where was I? Archimedes sniffs the orb and then he lays on top of it because he's adorable. Leanne would inspect the orb and then measure it, because why hell not? Jamie would inspect the orb, but like put it up to the sun, and then the sun gets in her eyes and then she drops it. Ren would like try and do weird tricks and then he'd drop it because of hubris. Gabriel would look at the orb and then poke the orb, and then Ophelia looks after the orb. She protects the orb with her life. It's a fun character study actually when you think about like what your characters do with the orb. Do that with your own characters, it's quite fun. This is my D&D character. She's not green, that was the test. Here's a picture of her. She is not green. I promise she's not green. I saw some silly memes, because I like to save a lot of weird memes, and then when I'm bored I just draw my characters with them. And here's a double page spread of them. How about liver pizza? Here's another spread of those memes. This one's kind of out of character, but I just thought it'd be funny. And I went to the park and there were some really cool trees, and of course I have to draw the cool trees because my comic's set in a forest. That's another selling point for you tree enthusiasts. I drew some thumbnails of a scrapped plot arc thingy in the corner. I drew a ginkgo leaf and then I spelt ginkgo wrong. It's embarrassing because I am kind of learning Japanese. I just drew this character backwards. Whoops. And these some studies and stuff from when I was at the park. More stuff from that park. I really got my money's worth from that park. Even though it's free, I still got my money's worth from it. And here I was like, you know what? I don't draw Bryn that often. So I drew him. I mean, it's kind of ironic because I do draw him a lot because he's in the comic, but like, you know what I mean when you just don't draw a character much outside of the comic. That's what I meant. These are studies and stuff. I was trying to practice foreshortening, and I really love Link's pointy nose and A Link to the Past. Nope. Wow, I feel like a fake Zelda fan right now. Ocarina of Time. I was drawing mouths and jaws and teeth as well, because I'm not good at drawing those. These are some people, because I'm also, you know what, I'm okay at drawing people. I won't say I'm like expert level, but like I can draw a person, if you know what I mean. Here's my beloved Archimedes, because he's best boy. Did some more memes and I was like, what if Pokemon AU, because why the hell not? Archimedes is Leanne's pet rat, so I was like, what if there's a Pikachu situation? Archimedes is just like really powerful. You know what, I'll just make that canon. Archimedes is really powerful and can like suplex you if he wants to, but he just chooses not to. And this is an idea for my other comic, very work in progress. At the moment it's called Bread Witch, but that is because it's working progress title, because I don't know what I'm doing with the title. Usually I get them like that, so I'm surprised, but whatever. It's probably going to be a pun, because I love puns. And these are some thumbnails for my comic. Might be some spoilers there if you glance a bit too long at them. And speaking of spoilers, by the time the sketchbook tour comes out, they will have shown up. So here is a character for my comic. Woo, they are very edgy, but they're very fun. So looking forward to when they do show up. I mean, technically they have shown up in the shadows, but spoilers for those who haven't read my comic, which is a lot of people. Spoilers from everyone except for the people that have read my comic. Halloween was coming up, so I drew my characters as people that dress up for Halloween. I've never really celebrated Halloween, so I like the whole fancy dress thing about it. And you have two vampires here. You have a vampire cowboy and a vampire vampire. And whenever you see a star next to a drawing, that's because I was like, what if this was a sticker? A lot of the times they don't end up being stickers because I forget, but hypothetical. It's hypothetical, what if it could be a sticker? And here I drew Leanne dressed as a minion, as a meme. And then when I coloured her in, it smudged, so it kind of looks like she works in the mines. Oops. That's awkward. The miner. Love puns. I found this really cool book in the library, and it's about dance. So all the poses and everything was just really expressive and, you know, like, dynamic. So I drew them. And this was another idea for another comic. This one's only one page, so it's not gargantuan. So I'm stuck designing this character because I don't know what to do with them. I've literally written the script out. It's only like, it's a weird poem, prosy thing. But I'm enjoying it. Yeah. I went to a comic thingy in real life. Wow. And we all got given prompts. This one was Alien Pop Star. I drew an alien. I even thumbnailed a mini comic. Yeah, thumbnailed a mini comic. Because it was like speedrun, like draw something like now. I didn't get to do the comic. Might come back to that because I do love comics, surprisingly. This one was ghosts. Maybe it was a scared ghost, I don't know. But I drew Archimedes. He's the little guy. And the ghost is scared of him because Archimedes is really powerful. And also I did some thumbnails for a Halloween drawing prompt that Webtoon gave out. Here's the drawing here. And I was shook when Webtoon actually retweeted it. Because I wasn't expecting them to like notice. So that blew my mind. And this is another prompt. Dangerous eating. So this guy is eating a hot dog. Or burger. I don't know. But it's got dynamite in it. Which is pretty lively if I say so myself. Here's some heart themed character design doodles. Because I love heart motifs. Lovecore is my jam. So yeah. And I found this when I was looking for references for my characters. I found this like person that looked exactly how I imagined one of my characters to look like, and it blew my mind, so I drew them. And here's some like outfits and thumbnails that aren't to do with the photograph. This page is just a mess. I did some studies of people because I'm like, I don't know how to draw faces anymore, help. So I did drawing of faces. And swag for hire, I don't know, I just drew that, called it a day. And this is Rie on YouTube. I was watching their vlog and I was like, you know what, I will draw them. And I did. This is a person from a photograph of a person. This is Audrey Hepburn. Does not look like Audrey Hepburn, but I promise. These are pages. Oh yeah, so season 3 of Mob Psycho just got announced at that point, and I was like, every time a new season of Mob Psycho gets announced or comes out, I get the little promotional illustration and I make that my lock screen until the next season comes out. But for this one, though I love the image, which I'll show here, it doesn't work well on my phone because it never shows the time and I'm like, what the hell am I staring at? So I was thumbnailing ideas for the lock screen, and then It would have been the only lock screen for season 3. But I never got around to it. Oopsies. Here's a cool punk punk alt person. Look at him go. I went to the V&A museum and I drew his statues. So I love statues. And this one's based off the Three Graces. Or Muses. I forgot. 3 something. Not the Three Stooges. Dunno. But I turn them into people. So that's my favourite pastime. And here's the statue here in all its beautifulness. And do I have a last page? Nope, just scribbles. And this is my sketchbook. Thank you for coming to my wonderful sketchbook tour. And as a treat, I will show you my other sketchbook. Let me find it. Like I said, as a treat, I will show you a little preview of my current sketchbook. This one started in October. I don't know when. Look at it go. I wanted to just use brush pen and ink, so that's why I was like not using any colour whatsoever. Well, it takes forever to like... Are you okay, camera? So yeah, I wanted to just use ink only, and that's what I did. In that one, the paper for that one's moleskin. Anyway, thank you for coming to my sketchbook tour, and goodbye.